7 weeks pregnant today. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Yesterday I was 7 weeks pregnant. Today I'm 7 weeks and 1 day. Sorry this is coming a little late. I mean, not that late, but a day late. I'm just wasn't feeling very good yesterday, and the last thing I wanted to do was just get presentable and think about filming and doing all the work that comes with making updates. So hopefully you may or may not hear doors closing, opening. I don't know. For some reason our neighbors are going in and out of their house like, I don't know, like zillions of times today. I don't understand what they're doing, but they don't seem to want to stay in one place very long. So I apologize if there's like a lot of doors opening and closing and background voices. So yes, hopefully they will stop doing that during this update. So I'm 7 weeks today, well, 7 weeks yesterday. I'm gonna try really hard not to think about yesterday and today, because yesterday and today my symptoms and everything are gonna be more for obviously week 7 update. So I'm gonna try and really focus on the beginning of week 6 and everything that's happened between the beginning of week 6 till now, or at least till like since yesterday, I guess, or the day before yesterday. I don't know, but I'm just gonna try really hard not to think about what's going on right now, because I do not feel very well. So yeah, if that comes out in this update, I apologize. I'm just feeling so crappy right now. So yes, anyway, let's get into the week 6 update. Let's see if I can make it short. I will try. There's a lot to go over. So let's talk about baby. Right now, baby is generating about 100 new brain cells each minute, which is kind of crazy. Baby's heart is becoming more complex. Baby is developing a permanent set of kidneys, and his or her arms and leg joints are now forming. So obviously there's a lot going on right now. Baby is the size of a blueberry, or I've heard different things. Different apps tell me different things and different books tell me different things. So anywhere between a small blueberry, a small raspberry, to like a kidney bean. Let's get into week 6 symptoms. This week has been rough. I've only had about 1 to 2 headaches this week, which is great. Like serious headaches. I always kind of feel like I'm fighting off headaches. Like I can start getting it and then I'm like, okay, I need to like change like my surroundings or something. I need to do something to kind of distract myself. Sometimes I'll go for a swim or something like that, and then usually my headache will go away before it's even really started. But I've had 2 full-blown bad headaches this week. Morning sickness is still around. I'd say out of all of my symptoms, morning sickness is probably like mild. It's honestly, it only happens in the morning, and it's because I'm hungry. I usually wake up anywhere between 6 and 7 in the morning, and I have to eat something because I'm starting to feel sick. But then once I eat something, I'm fine. So that's pretty much as far as morning sickness has gone so far. I've had really bad acid reflux and heartburn. It started in week 5. It's progressed this week to like horrible, horrible, horrible. I have it even now. It's constant, almost 24/7. The only time that I don't have it is if I haven't eaten anything within like, I don't know, probably the best time is between when I wake up to about mid-afternoon. That's the only gap where I don't have any heartburn, and that's probably because I just don't have very much in my stomach. Even though I try and eat something small in the morning, I guess it's just not enough to cause the heartburn. And people are like, I've had different people tell me different things. I've got, you know, friends, I've got family that are telling me, oh, just eat small meals. And I've also read in books and stuff like that, just eat little tiny meals or snacks throughout the day. Don't eat like an actual regular sized meal. And it doesn't matter. Freaking water can give me heartburn. or I should say water aggravates my heartburn. It doesn't necessarily give it to me, but it aggravates it and makes it worse. So I've been really struggling this week with the heartburn, the acid reflux. It's really bad when I go to bed. I usually try and drink some milk. I usually drink a small glass of milk when I wake up in the morning to help with the heartburn. And then I also drink a glass of milk before I go to bed to help with the heartburn. I've also started eating or taking Tums this week, just because it's been so bad. But the Tums honestly only kind of gives me a mild break. Like, it doesn't really help. It just takes it down a couple of notches so it's more tolerable, but it doesn't really make it go away. Lately, the thing I've been doing is chewing gum. I just have like some, let's see, I have it actually right here. This Freedent gum. It is minty. It's like, it says it's spearmint gum, but it isn't, it's really honestly not that strong. I know that if I try and eat really strong minty gum, it oftentimes aggravates the heartburn, but this is just a light mint kind of taste to it, and it usually really helps keep the heartburn down, or the reflux because of the heartburn down. The gum, it's kind of funny, if I chew a piece of gum, it'll go away like immediately, but the second I spit the gum back, the heartburn's back, like the reflux comes back, and I'm like, what, I have to chew gum for the rest of my life during this 9-month like period? Because again, something I read in my new book, which will be part of my buys for this last week, is that if you have heartburn anytime during your period, your pregnancy, whether it's the beginning, the middle, or the end, once you get it, you will have it throughout the rest of your pregnancy. It's not a symptom that will go away. It's something that will stick with you the whole entire way. So it's great and perfect that I have freaking heartburn in the very first freaking trimester, because that means I've got 7 months to go of heartburn. Yay. Not very cool. Let's see. My sleeping is still pretty bad, in the sense that I'm pretty restless at night, and it's because of the heartburn, the reflux. I have to usually sit up and sleep at night. Like, I have to prop up a bunch of pillows behind me and just sleep kind of sitting up, which is really uncomfortable. And if I don't, I just feel like food is coming back up and it's burning, and it's just not fun. Oh. My diet is not very good again this week. I eat pretty much whatever I can, whatever the baby will let me eat, I guess. A lot of things sound disgusting. I have a really hard time making food for myself. Like, literally, it's almost impossible, because even if I smell, like the other day I bought chicken already seasoned, already cooked and everything, and I picked it up at the grocery store, and when I was driving home with it in the car, I was feeling I felt like just throwing up because of the smell. So if I can not smell, then I can usually eat food okay, but if I smell it, whew, that makes it really hard to eat, makes it hard not to feel sick, makes it hard not to gag. It's just, eating food is really difficult because of smells. Making food is like literally out the door. I eat whatever I can eat. Oftentimes nothing will sound good. Like, my husband was like, oh, let's go get Thai, and I was just like, Thai food, really? But I was just like, don't think about it, just go and eat Thai food. So I didn't think about it. We got there, I didn't think about it. I ordered something. I didn't even try to imagine the dish that I ordered. I just ordered what I know that I've liked in the past, and the food came, and I just started eating it. I did not let myself smell it, think about it, imagine it, nothing. I was just like, I just need to get it into my stomach. And the second I got it into my stomach, of course, it got a little sick. But then after, usually when I eat, it's only like the first few bites make me sick, and then afterwards I'm like, okay. So yeah, but pretty much there are some things that I just can't go near, like still vegetables I don't want to go near, I can't go near. The smell of broccoli still makes me sick. Fruits are a little bit better. I'm a little hesitant to eat fruits just because, again, it causes the reflux. and it just is no fun. My sense of smell is really strong, yeah. But what's bad about my sense of smell is that I have not thrown up yet, fingers crossed, but my gag reflex is very sensitive. I will smell something, I will even sometimes see something, and it will just send me to like this gagging fit where I'll just start like gagging. And I won't throw up or anything. I'll just have a few gagging fits and then it will go away. But it's really unpleasant. I've lost count of how many times I've been gagging this week. I still get some, last week I mentioned it. I've been getting like lower abdomen pain, and I think what it's called is round ligament pain, if I'm not mistaken. And I guess that's just because the uterus is expanding and stretching, and so that can cause, if you get up a certain way or you move a certain way, which definitely has happened twice this week where I got up the wrong way and I had this huge like shock of pain and it hurt so bad. But apparently that's pretty normal and nothing to be too worried about. Let's see. I'm tired. Normally, I'm always tired, but it's not too bad. I don't really necessarily feel like I want to sleep all day yet. Hopefully I won't, because I hate sleeping throughout the day. I just hate it. I hate seeing outside, seeing the sun, and then just staying in the house. I just absolutely hate it. So I've been trying to go out every day for short periods of time. I try and go to the pool and swim just to get some sun and to get some exercise. And if I'm feeling crappy, oftentimes the cool water will make me feel better. And I've developed this horrible taste in my mouth that is constant and ever present, and it sucks. It doesn't seem to matter what I eat, what I don't eat. Every day I have this horrible taste in my mouth, which is partly why I chew the gum, is also not only to help with the heartburn, but to help with the horrible taste that I constantly have in my mouth. So yeah, those are the symptoms for this week. I see that I've got a few more minutes before I go over 15 minutes, and let's see if I can accomplish this. I don't know. My emotions this week have been pretty bad. I've been find myself often kind of depressed. I think it's partly because of the horrible heartburn that I have almost 24/7. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I guess you kind of have this fantasy before you get pregnant about what being pregnant will be like. And yes, you hear about, morning sickness, you hear about heartburn, you hear about all these horrible symptoms that pregnant women go through, but honestly, you don't really understand it until you are actually in it. And I think it's not like I won't go as far as to say I thought pregnancy would be amazing and wonderful and I'd love every minute of it, but I definitely didn't expect it to be this miserable. Sometimes I kind of wish I could just throw up, and because maybe I would feel better. I don't know. And then sometimes I know some women, of course, are having more horrible symptoms than I am. I mean, some women get, morning sickness so bad that they have to go to the hospital and they have to take medication. So I know that I'm not the worst case out there, but what I'm going through for me has just been making me really sad and depressed and kind of feeling like, can I do this? Can I make it through this 8-month, period of constant heartburn, constant reflux, constant sitting up while I sleep? Like, can I really do it? And then, I guess it's also kind of scary to think about my life is never going to be the same after, like, not after this, but my life will never be the same. My husband and I, our lives, it's going to change. It is changing, and change sometimes can be difficult. So I'm just adjusting, and I think all of this, the pregnancy, the symptoms, the fear of what comes with being a parent and whether or not you really feel like you're ready for it and you can do it, and you can make it through those sleepless nights of a baby crying. And besides all of that, it's kind of like you go through the first, you know, trimester not knowing anything about the baby. I mean, you can read stuff, but I mean, I'm just taking the fact that I got a positive pregnancy test and the fact that I'm having all these symptoms as I'm pregnant, but otherwise I don't feel pregnant. You know, I don't look pregnant for the most part. I don't, you know, I just kind of feel like I have a bad, you know, not flu, but I just, you know, got some bad sickness or something. Like, I just don't feel like, I don't feel connected to my baby, I guess. I kind of feel like it's this foreign thought, and I don't feel connected, and I always kind of felt like the second I got pregnant, I would feel connected to my baby, and I don't feel that, and it's kind of causing me a little bit of depression. So yeah, I think, you know, some of my emotions this week are probably also contributed to my hormones, and so I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to keep myself busy. I'm going to try and see my mom, maybe not this weekend, but next weekend, and actually next week on Wednesday, I'm getting my first OB. I have my first OB appointment, and I'm praying and I'm praying and I'm praying, and I'm hoping that we get to see the baby. I hope we're going to have our first ultrasound. I'll be 8 weeks and a day. And I'm really hoping we get to have some kind of confirmation about this pregnancy, just so that I have something to look at to tell me, you're pregnant, this is happening, this is your baby. You know, I just need that confirmation. So I'm really looking forward to that. Let's see. And then the last thing, let's try and finish this up. I'm going to 20 minutes. The only one buy this week that I made for pregnancy is, of course, what to expect when you're expecting. I didn't buy this initially because I looked through it, and honestly, if you look at that, it just kind of is boring. You know, I'm definitely the type of person that likes pictures and diagrams and color, and this is just black and white, boring, boring, boring. But there's a few pictures in there, and there's a lot of good information in this book, so that's why I went ahead and bought it, and I've actually been enjoying reading this. So I would definitely recommend it to anybody because I think there is really good information in this book. Let's see, anything else? No, nothing else. That's pretty much it for this update. You guys, thanks for watching, and look forward to my next update, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I might have a little, you know, picture of our baby from our ultrasound. Let's hope. I don't know. And then another thing, can you look at this? Look, my boobs are huge. I look like I got my boobs done. They are humongo. Like, I don't know. I'm like, can they please stop growing? Like, I like big boobs, but I mean, seriously, my boobs are gonna be like the size of watermelons by the time I'm done with this pregnancy. It's just crazy. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, okay, so I'm gonna do the bump update, but before I do, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a tidbit information that I just found out. Well, not just found out, but found out recently about heartburn. Apparently, the hormone that causes the heartburn is linked to be responsible for baby's hair growth. So they find that women who experience heartburn throughout their pregnancy tend to have babies born with a full head of hair, which is kind of cool to think about. It doesn't really surprise me that my baby might be born with a lot of hair, just because my husband is Indian and he has that really, really thick black Indian hair. His whole entire family does, and his sister, oh my gosh, she's beautiful, beautiful, long, black, thick hair. So if our baby gets that, I think that'll be a good thing. So I just thought that was a pretty cool little tidbit information. So let's do the bump update. Okay, so this is from the front. It looks totally top heavy, but what are you gonna do? So this is the front, and this dress is pretty flowy, but you can already see my stomach. I just ate, so my stomach is kind of bloated. But yeah, this is from the side, and then if I pull this back just a little bit, not too much. If I just pull the dress a little bit tight, this is my stomach at 7 weeks. I'm trying not to hold in. But yeah, that's my stomach at 7 weeks. I just kind of wish I'd get past this weird frumpy pudgy stage and have a full belly so that I don't feel so fat. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.